meantime, I will entertain you guys with a quick anecdote about something funny that happened on my way here this afternoon. And that is, oh, ref blew the whistle. Sorry, no story time from Chris. As Jamie Kerr's over there having some words with the Rougarou bench. Wonder what that was all about. And we are underway as Rougarou win it back. However, Mike Brandemardo almost got to it, slipped out of his stick. Brett Lee with it now. Sends it across to Dugan. Dugan. Anyway, he sends it up to Colby Stewart. He gains his own, stops, sends it across, back to the point for Brett Lee. And it goes through him. He loses his own. Brandemardo pressures. And that's sent back over to Drew A. Bear. And he sends it all the way down for an icing. Do they wave it or did they blow it? They waved it. All right, so no icing. As Jamie Kerr sends it up to Mike Brandemardo. He'll run it forward, gain the zone, bring it in, makes a move, turns, takes a shot. That's interrupted. Good stick by Drew A. Bear. Brandemardo sends it back to the point for Jamie Kerr. His shot doesn't get far as Drew A. Bear gets it, brings it up, tries to send it across for Tyler Green. He loses it. Brandemardo with it now. Wrist one goes behind the net. And that's going to be picked up by Ryan Gendron. One day someone's going to tell me if I'm saying these names right. We'll find out. As Glapa's got it. Rolls right in front of the crease. No one from Austin there to get it. So Brett Lee will pick it up, chip it up and out. Nope. Tried to chip it up and out. That's interrupted by Trevor Donahue. He walks it up. Tries to center for Brandemardo. A. Bear read that well. Chips it up and out. And we have a fall down and a whistle. I'm wondering if that's a whistle for an icing or what happened. As it looked like Roger Roulette got caught up in the legs of Sydney Fioca. She took a tumble. She was a little slow to get off the rink. But if I know Sydney, she'll shrug it off and be back in the game in no time. All right, Eric W. Let's go Arsenal. How you doing, Eric? Missing you out here, buddy. All right, so we have Drew Glapa against Josh Lodato in the face-off. Lodato with it. Get it over to the Chad Gurdian. He sends it up, but not out. It gets all the way across to Mike Brandemardo, who's all by himself, takes the shot. Goes just wide of the net. Comes around where Josh Hall gets it. Tries to put it in the net. He does. Gets it to Trevor Donahue. His shot, point blank, goes wide. Behind the net. As Roulette for Red River brings it up. Gains his own. Loses it to Austin. As Ryan Gendron's got it. Roulette takes it back. And pass finds Lodato. And right on the doorstep, Roulette, the backhand attempt. That is caught by Taylor Denard for Austin. He gets the glove down, gets the whistle. Both teams get changes. We'll get another face-off. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in our first period of our first game, of our first afternoon, of our second weekend. Threw myself off there. Right. As Garrett Pfeiffer wins it on the faceoff, gets it back to the point. Sent over, shot taken. Does not find its way through. That was shot by Cade Campbell. As Rougarou pick it up along the boards, try to cycle it down. Josh Hall for Austin, read that well, gets it out of the zone, finds Mike Brandemardo. We got a 2-on-1 if Brandemardo can hurry for Austin. And he gets to it, protects it along the boards, and loses it to Cade Campbell. And he'll cycle it down low for Riley Spencer, who sends it hard up the boards, goes past everybody all the way down. Is that an icing this time? Yes. Yes, it is. We'll come all the way back down here. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in our first period. As Eric Wynn says, I miss playing out there. I'm sure you do, buddy. We miss watching you play out here. Some good times. For those of you that don't know, Eric Wynn is a former player for the Austin Arsenal. who left under mysterious circumstances. That's all I'm allowed to say. I am federally and contractually obliged to adhere to that warning, stipulation, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter because the game's going. As Riley Spencer? No, Kate Campbell had it behind the net for the Rougarou. Josh Hall with a shot from Austin. Comes along the boards. Donahue with it. Tried to send it down. That was Spencer with it for the Rougarou. Him and Sidney tie up along the boards. Donahue comes up with it. Tries to chip it across. Succeeds. Finds Drew Gloppa waiting for it. He sends it up for Jamie Kerr. Goes through his stick. As Josh Hall got to it. Sent it up the boards all the way down. Riley Spencer with it now for the Rougarou. And he sends it up the boards and gets it to Brad Duggan. And he gets through the legs of Jamie Kerr. It hits Denard on the pads. He slams the glove down. Gets the whistle. We're going to have Duggan and Fioca in the face-off as Duggan wins it back and just hops the stick of Brandon Marto, who was trying to throw it forward. He gets it up at the point but loses it. Goes over to Zach Kozing. And he's sending it to, I do believe that was Colby Stewart with the shot. And that was absorbed by Taylor Denard. For those of you who have noticed, directly across from us, you can see the benches. Red River's pretty full. Austin is pretty not. Unfortunately, a lot of their teammates couldn't make the trip up here to Shreveport. So we'll see if that affects them. I'd be willing to bet money it does. I'm just saying. As Dugan with it. Brings it in, chips it over, and just hopped the stick of Colby Stewart. He was trying to get a slapper, one-timer on it. Zach Kozing took a shot. That was blocked, I do believe, by Sidney Fioca. It pops all the way up in the air. And the shot from Colby Stewart goes off the side of the net. And then it's chipped up and into the glove of Taylor Denard. He'll hold it, get a whistle. Going another face-off. Just under 5 minutes left in our first period. Both teams are getting changes. But unfortunately, it looks like Austin has only got 7 players. Oof. That will play a factor in this weekend, I guarantee it. But hopefully they watched their Mighty Ducks movies and got inspired and can come back as the underdogs that they are and get a win they desperately want. As Roulette with it for Rougarou. Loses it to Denard, who gets it out, gets it over to Mike Brandamardo. But Brett Lee puts on the Jets and makes sure Brandamardo can't get the handle on it. And it's sent around the boards. Donahue gets to it first. Turns, takes a wrister. Brandamardo looking for a tip. I do believe that did tip. It just went a little bit wide into the boards as Josh Hall chips it back down. Brandamardo gets it, walks around the net, makes a move, centers. Donahue with a backhander. That was stopped by Hunter McAdams. Trevor with it again now for Austin. And we got a whistle for offsides, I do believe. Based on where they're going, I do think so. Tanya, love it. I was wondering that. Thanks for the update. Barbara Parker was wondering also. Well, you guys are very welcome. I do what I can for you. It's one of my many jobs that I don't necessarily perform 100%, but I do perform when I can. As Red River sends it up, out, all the way down, and an icing we'll get. And we'll bring it all the way back down. Got a good little crowd here at our arena here in Shreveport. So if you hear some cooing, some booing, and some cheering, well, that's just our wonderful fans in the house. Feel free to participate, even though you can't be heard. But you can do it with your letters in the comments. We like that. As Brandon Mardo just rolls off his stick, and Roulette gets it up ahead for Lodato for Red River. And he'll send it across for Chad Gurdian. Tried to get it back to Lodato, goes right through him. As Donahue bats it out of the zone. Brandon Mardo makes a move. Glapa brings it in, but a great back check effort from Roger Roulette. Takes it off his stick. As Sidney Fioca came back out, puts it down. And Red River was batted down with a high stick from Roulette. And then Riley Spencer. Oh, and if you happen to hear some woofing, well, we got some dogs in the house tonight as well. And they're good boys, behavings. However, dog's a dog. They're going to woof. It happens. And that's okay. They're just enjoying the game as much as we are. As Austin takes it in a wrister attempt from Ryan Gendron. I think it's Gendron. I'm going to start saying Gendron from now on. Anyway, it's blocked into the corner. Sidney Fioca comes up with it. She takes it away from Riley Spencer. Behind the net for Brandon Mardo. He's all alone. Tried to make a move in center of the net. Shot taken by Drew Glapa. And I do believe that was a blocker saved by McAdams. And now we have Jesse Anderson all alone. Walks it in. The back check attempt by Josh Hall seems to have succeeded. And the shot attempt did not happen, but it comes over. Shot taken from Garrett Pfeiffer. Goes high behind the net. As Red River tries to corral it. Sidney making the moves with her stick. Manages to interrupt the passing attempt from Riley Spencer. Brandon Mardo gets it out of the zone with some good footwork. As Pfeiffer with it for the Rougarou. Sends it over. Austin Haddock, he gets it out, loses it. Trevor Donahue takes a shot off the pad and behind the net of McAdams it goes. And kept in. It's loose in front. And we finally got a whistle. I do believe the ref lost sight of the ball as it was loose. But that happens. As there is a fly getting me on my calf, which is going to make me fall off my little steppy stool. I do not appreciate that. I also don't appreciate flies on my person. Anyway, Zach Cozy tried to send it up the boards. Jamie Kerr. Or Trevor Donahue. I can't tell. I saw two. I didn't see the other one. It was Donahue. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Jamie Kerr's got it now behind the goal line. Walks it up. Makes a pass. Goes through Donahue. That's going to come down. Probably be an icing. Yes, sir. Icing it was. So we'll bring it down here. Your score is still 0-0 with a minute and 42 seconds left in our first period. You're going to have Duggan and Fioca in the face-off. And we had a false draw. As Duggan was not looking at the ball when Tesoro dropped it. And that fly is trying to crawl up my shorts. And I don't appreciate that either. I'm getting a little fresh. I don't like it. I don't know you, fly. As Sidney wins it over, Brandon Mardo chips it along the boards, gets it around everybody. Back check attempt from Austin Haddock succeeds. And gets it over to Tyler Green. He risks one, tries to find Haddock. Sidney said no thank you. Chips it up, sends it out. Brandon Mardo putting on the gents, not fast enough. I think it's taken away by Brad Duggan. And Red River sends it back up. Jamie Kerr with some good defensive play, keeps it out. Kozing gets to it, sends it across for Duggan. Rolls off his stick, Fioca gets it back to Brandon Mardo, who turns and shoots. Shot goes just wide. Kozing hard up the boards, finds a waiting Colby Stewart, makes a move around Kerr, gets it up all alone, takes the shot into the chest of Taylor Denard, slams the glove down, gets the whistle. We're just under a minute left. First period score is still 0-0. But I'm sure after a little something, that'll change. Could be wrong. But could be right. And that's half the battle. Stone. Roulette with the shot. That is deflected up and under the netting and into the crowd. They're over there somewhere. They're over there. You can't see them. They're just out of frame. But there's a lot of them. Full house. It's crazy. Chad Gurdian with it. Battles along the boards. It's chipped up off his stick by Josh Hall. Comes back to the point. Abe Air tried to send it down. Did not succeed. Brandon Mardo gets it. He had Hall with him, but he lost his stick. Abe Air putting all the pressure on. Takes it away along the board. Sends it over. Finds Brett Lee. Gets it up to Roulette. Roulette sends it up the boards. Finds Lodato. He'll walk it in. Tries to send it across for Gurdian. Josh Hall with the quick stick. Kept it away. Josh Hall with it in the corner now. Taken away by Gurdian. Gets it over to Roulette. Roulette with a wrister. Pad saved by Denard. Now Glapa sends it up. Brandon Mardo can't corral it. Finally does. Takes the shot into the pads of McAdams. Abe Bear will take it. And that will do it for our first period, folks. That's a 60-second break. I'm going to enjoy it. I'll let your ears rest, too. Well, at least from my voice. As Jordan Brown says, "Hi, Chris," with a little handy wave. And I say, "Hi, Jordan," with a little handy wave. As Rougarou win it back, Riley Spencer sends it ahead. Finds Garrett Pfeiffer. He'll send it down into the boards, into the corner. Pressured by Josh Hall. Pfeiffer with it. Protects it well, sends it back at the boards to the point. Finds Spencer. He'll send it across. And the pass attempt by Cade Campbell. He fans on it. Comes back. Spencer comes to get it. He does. Holds it. Sends it up the boards. Oh, that was intercepted by Sydney. Pops in her stick. Lapa gets it back over into the corner to her. She protects it. And her centering pass intended for Donahue. Finds Spencer instead. He sends it ahead. Josh Hall finds it. Sends it back down for Donahue, a little bit high. Picks it up in the corner. Spencer dicks it away. Cycles it back. Finds Pfeiffer waiting for it. He'll pick it up, send it up the boards. Gets it over to Lodato. He'll clear it out as Jamie Kerr is back to get it for the Arsenal. As he throws it into the feet of the ref. Jamie Kerr is a ref, so I guess, that's okay. He's like, "Hey, ref, wake up." Centering pass from Fioca gets batted away. Lodato gets it, sends it up the boards. Kerr grabs it, sends it across for Josh Hall. He'll walk it in. Throws it, finds Sydney. Her shot off the pads of McAdams. He lost sight of it. Sydney just couldn't take the shot. Couldn't find the back of the net on her second attempt. As Josh Hall didn't get a whole lot on that slapper. He does keep it in the zone, in and out of the glove. Sydney right there on the doorstep, still couldn't get it. As Rougarou sends it ahead. Cade Campbell walks it in, brings it in the zone. Can't get past Jamie Kerr, but it comes back to Lodato. That might have been a drop pass. I blinked. Sorry, folks. I missed it. As the Rougarou wide open, Lodato takes the shot. Taylor Denard blocks it. Tries to slam down on it. Does not succeed. Lodato with it now again. Tries to center. Tries to send it across for Colby Stewart. Josh Hall interrupting. As Duggan comes back, gets it over to Lodato. Takes a shot. Another stop by Denard. And now Trevor Donahue with it for Austin. Gains the zone. Takes the shot. Blocker save by McAdams. Gets it out for Kozine. And then Donahue does a great play to keep it in. But his pass just out of the reach of both Fioca and Brandon Mardo. Colby Stewart makes the moves, gets it over to the boards, tries to send it up, and it goes out of play and then bounces back in. And that is going to cause a stoppage. As my camera is overheating. Nobody likes that, folks. I wonder if I have a second. Do I? Maybe. Probably not. Sure don't. As they drop it. And it goes into the corner. Bear with me, folks. Sidney Fioca gets it, sends it around for Mike Brandamardo behind the net. And he loses it to Austin Haddock. And Brandamardo now with a shot. As Duggan gets a stick on it. Slides it into the glove of McAdams. I'll get another whistle. I'll take another second to try to get my thing going here. And that's all I got. And we have a false draw. Why does this thing not work? There we go. As Brandamardo puts it on net with a backhander, as Sidney Fioca is shoved down into the ground by Kozine. A little out of character for Kozine there. As Glapa with it now. Centers, finds Brandamardo waiting, takes the shot, goes just high and wide. As Kozine throws Sidney down again. Let's see if they're going to do anything about it. It looks like he might be getting the box. And that is correct. See what the official call is. Tesoro says holding. As Jordan Brown says, objects holding camera may be too hot to touch. Correct. And then also says, did I just objectify Chris? Yes. Do I care? No. Damn straight, sir. I mean. Jeez. Well, that just happened. That's going to have to wait until next game for me to fix. All right, folks. Live. Gotta love it. At least it's still good for you. But feel special because you're the only ones. As we are about to get the game underway again, as Tesoro is explaining something to the timekeepers. Oh, they're resetting the clock, fixing the clock. Man, I don't know what they're doing. Look, I'm just standing here, dealing with a bunk butt camera. Yeah. See how that works, folks? It's called catching yourself. Bunk booty. That's what we call it. The old bunk booty. Booty bunk. Nope. That's probably something totally different. So my camera's not working. There we go. That's what we're going to say. Anyway. The clock. Oh, they're putting the penalty time on the clock is what they're doing. Knowing my luck, I'd try to get something to drink and, well. Yeah. They'd start it. So, anyway, Kozine's in the box for 1 minute. Austin on the power play. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second period. Your score is still 0-0. Can Austin make something happen, or can Rougarou get a shorty? As they clear it all the way down. Josh Hall gets to it. Sends it up, finds Donahue along the boards. He gains the zone, holds it for a minute. Finds Brandamardo walking in, finds a wide open Sidney Fioca, but the pass hits her toe. She just can't get the handle on it. It's sent all the way back down. And Josh Hall sends it all the way back up. Finds Donahue. He'll walk it in. Fake slapper and a shot from Brandamardo. I think went off the side of the net as it's sent up. Hall keeps it in. Pressured by Roulette. comes over to Ryan Gendron. Sent back for Josh Hall, takes the shot, goes wide. Brandemardo tried to get the ball off the bounce back from the boards. Roulette tried to take it out. Batted off his stick by Josh Hall. Lodato stood up at the blue line from Gendron. As Donahue loses a hand, and we got a little something from Michael Hinton and Ryan Gendron. And that's going to end Austin's power play. As Gendron, man, I don't know how to say his name. Ryan, we're going to have to talk after the game, or not game, after the day. You tell me how to say your name, sir. I'd appreciate that. And we are going to have 4-on-4 for the next 14 seconds, at which point Rougarou will go on the power play for 46 seconds. I do believe the call was roughing. As a Rougarou win the face-off, shot taken from Chad Gurdian. Denard blocks it over into the corner. Donahue loses it to Colby Stewart. He'll walk it in. That's batted off his stick by Josh Hall. Puts on some jets, almost loses the handle, gets it around Roulette, gains his own, walks it in, sends it over for Brandemardo. Brandemardo takes a shot. And I think that was a blocker from McAdams. Puts it over the net. We got a 2-on-1 between Lodato and Colby Stewart. He sends it across. Colby Stewart gets to it. Wide open. Donahue there to make sure Stewart couldn't get the shot on the wide empty net. As Lodato sends it up, gets it back. Sends it back to the point. Back over for Roulette. Roulette holds it. Sends it back to Lodato. They're set up now on the power play. All the way across for Colby Stewart. From Lodato. Beats Taylor, finally gets one on the board for Red River with 4 minutes and 1 second left in our second period. So Rougarou strike first and win the face-off second. Austin Haddock tries to send it up the boards. Donahue gets to it. He'll wrist one over into the opposite corner. Brett Lee sends it around for Haddock. Comes around. Josh Hall keeps it in, sends it back. Sidney Fioca gets to it. Sends it up for Trevor. Tries to, but Brett Lee said sorry. Sends it ahead. Red River with it now. Good back check by Ryan Gendron. Takes it away. Donahue with it. Walks it forward. Sends it across for Sidney Fioca. Tries to get it over to Trevor Donahue, who was in the crease. Not in the crease, on the doorstep. But Brett Lee said sorry. Sends it up. Tyler Green. He's got it. He sends it across for Brett Lee. Brett Lee walks forward, takes the shot. I do believe that went wide. He has it behind the net, sends it up the point. Finds Tyler Green. Tyler Green with a shot. That's blocked by Trevor Donahue. And Josh Hall will get it now for Austin. And he'll chip it way out and into the stands. Look at the stoppage. Another face-off. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in our second period. Yes, my camera's still bunky. All right. That's future Chris problems, right? Right. Future Chris is going to be very unhappy. But that's his problem. That's not ours. Let's focus on this, folks. As Gurdian with it for the Rougarou. Gets it over to Lodato. Lodato sends it back and forth. Roulette to Gurdian. Gurdian's shot goes off the side of the net. And Donahue tried to clear it out. Lodato said no. Fakes the shot. Gets it back over to Gurdian. His shot goes wide. As Roulette and Brandon Marto tie up along the boards. Roulette takes it away. Into the corner. He tries to send it all the way across. Gurdian. Riley Spencer keeps it in. Gurdian with it. Protects along the boards. Finds Lodato all alone. His shot didn't get a whole lot on it. Went over into the corner. It's sent up. Spencer keeps it in. Sends it across for Hebert. Hebert tries to send it. Eventually gets it down low. And Jamie Kerr strips it away from Roulette. And it gets over to Gendron. And Josh Hall with it for Austin. Gains the zone, walks it in. Poked off the stick by Hebert into the corner. Hall recovers. Cycles it back for Brandon Marto, who walks it in, turns, tries to get it back to Hall. Did not succeed. As Gurdian, I do believe. Nope, not Gurdian. Green with it for Rougarou. His shot blocked by Taylor Denard goes into the boards. Around the net. That is Cade Campbell. And it gets sent up. And Sidney Fioca with Austin. With it for Austin now. Blah, blah. Brandon Marto gets it over for Glapa. All the city all alone. She walks it in. Gets it back to Glapa. His shot went wide behind the net. He'll pick it up in the corner. Sends it across into the boards. Brandon Marto turns and takes a shot. Pad save behind the net. Brandon Marto has it for Austin. He tried to send it across for Gendron, but that was read quite well by Cade Campbell, who takes it away. Gains the zone, protects it. As Jesse Anderson is all alone down on the goal line. And he gets it across. Shot taken by Pfeiffer. And Denard denied Pfeiffer's attempt. Another shot taken. Went wide. That was from Jesse Anderson. And that will do it for our second period. As Fioca and Michael Hinton tied up for it. We got a 60-second break. I'm going to enjoy it. I hope you guys do too. Don't go nowhere. That minute goes fast. Just saying. I speak from experience. I also keep running my mouth when I only have that much. So shut up, Chris. Do your thing. All right, bye. And our third period is now begun. As Austin Haddock with it. As they bring it in off sides. Says Tesoro. For those of you just joining us, your score is 1-0. Rougarou. Austin doing their best to try to get one on the board. So far, have not been able to beat McAdams. Austin wins the face-off back. Jamie Kerr's got it. Sends it up the boards. Gets it to Donahue, who loses it. And now Duggan with it. Takes the shot. That goes wide. Bounces right back off the glass in front of the net. Now Colby Stewart takes it. Oh, pass. Attempt to Green, I do believe. Green with it now. And right in the crease was Jamie Kerr to clear it out. Unfortunately, not all the way. As Josh Hall sends it up for Sidney, but Brett Lee read that well. Keeps it in. All right, I guess it just rolled out. They had to touch up. As Haddock rims it around the boards, comes all the way down. Jamie Kerr gets it up and ahead for Donahue, but that is kept in by Austin Haddock. He gets it to Colby Stewart. Colby Stewart's shot blocked. Comes back to the point for Haddock. Haddock takes the shot. I think that went off the foot of Green and into the boards as Green and Hall battle for it along the glass. Here comes Duggan. Sends it over for Stewart. Stewart back to Green. Backhand attempt, I believe, did not succeed. Duggan with it. Stewart takes the shot, goes wide. Donahue will get to it along the boards. He'll send it up hard and out. And that will be an icing. And that will give them at least a breath. Jamie, my heart misses playing, but my knees hurt just watching this. I can understand that, folks. This is a concrete surface out here. You know they're loving every second of that. Frederick Hall Sr. Hi, Chris. Fred Hall in the house. Jersey. What's up, Fred? How you doing, sir? Donahue with it. Chips it up. Splits the D. Gets it out of the zone. Austin will maybe get a change. As Riley Spencer has got it for the Rougarou. Sends it across. Pass attempt interrupted and caught by Josh Hall, who brings it back, gains the zone, takes a shot. I'm not sure if McAdams got a piece of that initially or if it went wide, but either way, he sticked it over into the corner. Now Gerdian's with it. Gets it over for Josh Lodato, who brings it in, gains the zone, holds it. Tries to pass it to Roulette. Read well by Josh Hall. He sends it up, goes through Fioca. A Bear with it. Fans on the pass attempt. Does well to recover. Keep it away from Fioca. Brings it in, walks up the boards, gains the zone. Josh Hall finally able to strip it away from him. Takes it. Gets it up the boards for Glappa. Glappa. He brings it in, tries to center. Nobody there to center too. That's Lodato. Gets it up and out for Roulette. He tried to make a move. There's those wolves I was talking about, folks. And it's okay. We like them. Chad Gerdian. Poked off his stick. Glappa's with it now. For Austin, gets it over to Sydney. She takes a shot. It's partially blocked by Riley Spencer. It rolls behind the net where Cozine will send it all the way down for the Rougarou, and that will be an icing. There's our puppy. He's a service puppy, but he's still a puppy. Don't pet service dogs, folks. If you didn't know. Not a good idea. Actually, don't pet any dogs without asking. That's just mean. That's just rude, put it that way. And could be mean. But we got a hockey game going. Why am I talking about dogs? Well, let me tell you, as Roulette brings it in, makes some moves, and just loses the handle. And his footing as Jamie Kerr comes up with the ball and sends it all the way across for Brandon Marto, who takes a shot from the blue line. And that was Michael Hinton that got a little piece of that, sending his shot well wide of the net. As Garrett Pfeiffer brings it in, rolls it down into the corner. He'll pick it up, passes it ahead for Jesse Anderson, who couldn't get the shot off, but does collect it along the boards. Makes a move, sends it through everybody. As it came to Garrett Pfeiffer, and then Cade Campbell with a wrister beats Denard. That's 2 for the Rougarou, with 6 minutes and 19 seconds left in our third period. You know, Austin's got to be racking their brain. What can we do? What can we do to beat McAdams? Well, step one, get the ball past him. Duh. Come on, you guys should know this. Ball hockey 101. Ah, I joke, folks. I know they're not happy, but that's what I do. I make jokes, especially when people aren't happy. It's my sad attempt to cheer them up. It doesn't always work. Yeah, actually rarely works, and that's okay. I'm all right with that. Just keep trying. As Jamie Kerr keeps it in, Brandon Marto cycles it back. Nobody was there at first, but then Josh Hall comes and lifts the stick, and Hall and Cozine have some words. And then Hall and Hinton have some words. And Brandon Marto and Hall and Hinton and Anderson have some words. A little pat on the head. Probably just a how do you do. I don't believe Anderson was having bad words. I think Anderson was the voice of good words. I don't know because I can't hear them. I don't think I would want to hear them, actually. My virgin ears, no thank you. It looks like Kozine is going to get another penalty. So Kozine will be in the box for another minute. Austin on their second power play. The last time they were on a power play, they took a penalty. Lost their power play. So what will they do this time? Let's find out. As they had to wait for Haddock to get off the rink for the Rougarou. And it looks like it will be Josh Lodato in the face-off against Josh Hall. The battle of the Joshes. We like it, folks. Better than that Josh and Drake show. As Donahue took a shot. That was blocked. I do believe it hit Brett Lee. Could be wrong. As Josh Hall's got it in the corner for Austin. He finds some space. Gets it to Mike Brandemardo behind the net. Makes a move. Gets it over to Donahue, who took a shot. I think that it was friendly fire and hit Hall in the back. I don't know. But Rougarou clear it down. Jamie Kerr back to get it for Austin. And he sends it up for Brandemardo, who dumps it in. As Brett Lee got to it, and he'll clear it all the way back down. And Jamie Kerr will try again. 42 seconds left in the power play. And his pass attempt read well by Lodato. He passes it over to Tyler Green. Sends it along the board, sends it all the way back to Brett Lee. And you know they're just trying to keep it away from Austin until that penalty is over in the next 20 seconds. Spencer sends it all the way down. And the Rougarou gets some changes as it's sent up the boards for Brandemardo. Taken away by Colby Stewart. He'll bring it in, short-handed. 7 seconds. He's got Green charging in. Donahue with it. Gets it ahead to Brandemardo. Sends it over for Fioca. Picks it up along the boards. Tries to get it back to Brandemardo. It hops the stick. Shot taken by Ryan Gendron. And that was blocked as it comes out into the crease. Austin Haddock gets it as the power play is over. For Austin, we have a 2-on-1 for the Rougarou. What's going to happen? A pass attempt blocked by Glapa. And Brandemardo with it now. Tries to send it back over for Donahue. He sends it back to Brandemardo. Takes the shot. Blocker save by McAdams into the corner. Donahue picks it up. No, I'm sorry, that was Hall. This pass attempt read well by Roulette. He takes it. Roulette's got Colby Stewart with him. And Duggan. Stewart with it. Tries to center a pass. Blocked by Fioca. And then shot attempt by Roulette. I do believe Denard got a piece of it, and it jumps up and out of play. That gets us a whistle. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left in our game, unless Austin can come back from a 2-0 deficit. And my friends, if you know me, you know what I will say next. Well, I will ask next, can they do it? The answer is yes. Correct question is, will they do it? As woof woofs happen. These dogs are loving this game. Just saying. How can you not? How can you not? As Lodato's got it along the boards, walks in and gets it over to Roulette. Roulette takes the shot, goes high, bounces right back to Lodato, but that's poked away by Josh Hall. As Brandemardo sends it ahead for Fioca. She gets it, gains the zone, rolls off her stick. As a Bear puts on the Jets and just takes it away from her. Or keeps it out of her reach, I should say. As roulette for the Rougarou now. And Josh Lodato got it. Hall protects it well. Gets around Lodato, walks it in, sends it over for Glapa. Glapa takes the shot. Ooh, I think that might have hit the wrist of McAdams, maybe. As it's kicked out of the zone, roulette behind everybody. He walks it in, tries to make a move. Does a short stop. And the pass from Gertie and red from Hall. It eventually comes out to Brandon Mardo. He'll walk it in, gains the zone, tries to send it back. Fioca not there. I do believe it was poked off Brandon Mardo's stick as Lodato's got it. Sends it ahead for Cade Campbell. That's kept out of reach. And hard around the boards. Lodato will pick it up. Tries to pass it. Fioca said nope. Sends it ahead for Brandon Mardo, who bats it out of the air. And Josh Hall chips it in and falls down. And it looks like he got a little tripped up by Hinton there. And Cozine electing not to touch the ball until the last possible second. And that'll be another penalty against the Rougarou. 1 minute for tripping, I do believe. As Austin calls a timeout. Talking strategy. They got 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third period. They're down by 2. You know they at least want to get 1. But you know the goal is 2. And it better be if they want any hope of staying in this game. The timeout has now expired. Both teams will walk to the face-off dot. Looks like Hinton got an extra 30 seconds on his penalty for something. I don't know what. But on the clock, he's got 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the box. So, Austin wins the face-off. Shot taken. I believe that went wide of the net. Fioca sends it up for Josh Hall. Josh, wrist one, goes behind the net. Haddock gets to it. Tries to clear it out. Not a whole lot on it. As Gendron sends it across for Hall. Hall. Cross for Glapa. He didn't fan on the shot or something. Not sure what happened there. The bouncing puck finds Josh Hall. He gets it over to Gendron. His shot blocked. Josh Hall takes a shot off the glass. Donahue gets to it, turns and shoots. Good save by McAdams. And comes up. And we got a penalty on Austin now. Or maybe not a penalty. Hand pass? Quite possibly a hand pass. So for those of you who don't know exactly what it is I do here, well, I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you I'm doing a lot of things. So sometimes I don't see what actually happens as a whistle is blown. So I have to make my best educated guess. A lot of times that's wrong. But you know what? I'm okay with that. A shot taken from Donahue. Goes wide of the net. Brandon Mardo's got it. Oh, and deflected on net. Hits the pads of McAdams. Fioca takes it away. Gets it to Glapa, takes a shot. Another pad save. Goes into the corner. Fioca's got it. She sends it up the boards, finds Josh Hall. He'll walk it in, take the shot. That bounced up and in the face of Brett Lee and off his face into the pads of McAdams, who gets the glove down, gets the whistle. 31.5 seconds left in our third period. 21 seconds left in the Austin power play. All the weird face bouncings we could ask for. As Austin wins face-off, Hall with it. Gets it over to Gendron. Gendron. Hall takes a shot. I think that went off Lodato's stick. Sidney Fioca tries another shot. Spencer and Fioca battle for it as he blocked her shot. Rappa with the shot, and Austin gets one. Power play goal. With 10.8 seconds left in the game, they bring their deficit within one. They are showing the Rougarou that they're still in it, even with only 7 players. That's right, folks, 7 players. You heard me correct. Why, you may ask? Well, it's not my job to tell you. Mainly because I don't know. Nobody tells me anything. They're like, hey, Chris. And I'm like, what's up? And they're like, nothing. And I'm like, okay. Thanks. And we are going to have Colby Stewart, Brandon Mardo in the face-off. As Tesoro was waiting for the score to get on the board. And it is now. And we're ready. As Stewart wins the face-off, Austin emptied the net. And Tyler Green puts on the Jets. Josh Hall gets to it first. That's going to do it. That ate up all the clock. And your third period is over. And the Rougarou win it 2-1. These fans are loving it. So stay tuned, folks. We got another game coming. You don't want to miss it. I'll tell you what it is soon.